Boogity boo. A boogity 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 boo. A butter 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 boo. A boogity 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 boo. Are you laughing it up?
Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
We just thought we would hop on here and give you an update. It's been a little over a week since our last video about Noah, and so we thought we would keep you in the loop about our little Ninja Turtle.
Yes, he's got his little Ninja Turtle outfit on, if you guys can see. I wanted to get it on him before he grew out of it, so I believe Cousin Heather got this for him, so thank you, Heather.
Yeah, so we have a couple of updates, and we thought we would tell you about them, starting with
we'll start with
feeding.
his feeding, yes. As you guys know, he hasn't been able to eat as well as we'd like him to. He hasn't been gaining weight or able to take as much food as we'd like. So we have started on a new kind of diet this last week.
In your nose.
And Noah loves to pull that out and play with it. He thinks it's a game. But anyways, we started putting banana baby food and vegetable oil in his breast milk as well as fortifier. At first I was a little iffy about it, but after I saw the results, I feel a lot better now. He gained 6 ounces. We're still holding his cheeks, but he's able to take 3 ounces at a time now. But the other news that we found out was they think Noah has a tongue tie. Yeah, you tell him. Tell him you have a tongue tie. And they have to go in and clip it. We are going to see an ear, nose, and throat doctor and see if that is in fact the case. But as far as we know, we've talked to other people and they think he has a tongue tie. We thought we would have known sooner, but the way they explained it to me was that when the preemies are so small, they can have a tongue tie and still eat fine at first because their mouths are so small and the nipples on the bottle are so big. So, but as he grew, he's having a harder time getting the suction to eat. But he is doing better now, and pretty soon they're going to call us and we're going to go to the ENT doctor.
Yeah, and then the next update is about his oxygen. It's pretty exciting, and what we really have been doing is he's been getting 1/8 of a liter since he's come home, so about 2 months now. He's been getting 1/8 of a liter every hour of oxygen. And so now, we had talked about doing this sooner, but we finally got the go-ahead to go ahead and start. We are weaning him down to a 1/16 of a liter during the daytime, and then he will go on 1/8 in the evenings when he's sleeping.
Yes, so that's super exciting, and this is really the first day we've got to do it, and he's doing great so far.
Yeah, he's statting in the 98 to 100, which that's the percentage of the oxygen in his blood, and his heart rate staying good, and we can actually show you what that is. We talk about his saturations or satting all the time, and that is this. And the red number, the top number, is the percentage of oxygen in his blood. And right now he is at 100, and that is at 1/16. That's a 1/16 of a liter too. And then his heart rate is down here, and that's pretty average for him in the 140s. Sometimes he can go lower, and even when he's sleeping, he's around 100. So which is good. It means he's comfortable and rested. This is the machine. We have to take this with us pretty much anytime we leave. We have to go. It has to go with us. It runs on battery, but it also plugs in. It only lasts for about 4 hours on battery life. But we plug it in. It's next to the bed, and it beeps like crazy when it goes off. And 99% of the time that it starts to beep is because he's wiggling and it's not picking up a reading, or the sensor's bad or something. We actually probably have never had a real true DSAT since we've been home. So.
Yeah, thank God. So, and yeah, like he said, we usually take that to doctor's appointments with us, take that in the car. So, yeah, it's quite the, I don't know what you call it, but.
Well, it's a hassle, but I mean, but it's necessary.
You know, yeah.
So, and then we have to take that with us. It's on a cord, and so that cable is kind of a nuisance when we're walking around or whatever, because it's constantly in the way. But and we're like tethered to him.
And then it also connects to his foot. There is a little, what do you call it?
Like an LED light and a sensor that is on his foot that basically is just reading the amount of oxygen going through his veins.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
But we just know how to work the machine and know if it's an emergency. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been on this since he's been born, so.
And then with his cannulas, it's attached to a tube that goes to a machine, which I'll try to put a picture somewhere here. What that is, it's loud, and we keep it shut in another room because it's a concentrator.
Yeah.
Basically, it takes outside room temperature air and pulls it in together and gets rid of all the bad stuff and just puts out 100% oxygen. But because of the cannulas basically just giving him a whiff of air, because of the small amount that he's getting, it's not like he's getting 100% oxygen. It's more like, I don't know, probably in the 20s or so.
Yeah.
And then it just allows him to get that little bit that helps him keep his numbers up. So.
Yeah.
In addition to the monitor, we have to take, when we travel, we have to take one of these oxygen tanks.
Yeah, that's a small oxygen tank. It actually goes in a black little bag with a strap so we can carry it more easily. And that also comes with like a shorter tube, so it's not as long, but we still trip over it. So. And
there's a little, I don't know, what regulator that goes on top of it that tells us how much is in the canister still, and allows us to dial in how much he should be getting, how many liters.
And one of those lasts about 22 hours, I think.
Yeah, and we actually have only gone through 2 right now, right?
We're on our 3rd.
We're on our 3rd.
Since he's been home he officially has been home for 2 months as of yesterday, and he will be 8 months in 2 days, so that's exciting. And then also, as far as his cannula, we have to change this once a week, and the tape on his face, we have to change that about every couple days because he rips it off or it gets wet in the bathtub. And then the long 25-foot tubing that runs to the concentrator, we change that once a month. So, and I also have to put air gel in his nose to keep it from drying out. So, I think that's really all the oxygen maintenance. There's also a large tank if the power should go out. Thank God it has not.
Yeah, it should last
yet.
several days if we have that.
Mm-hmm.
We need to use that. On the plus side, if we ever run out of any of our oxygen things or our tanks or anything, we can call and they probably would deliver the same day if we really needed them too. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we have to carry those things around with us every time we go somewhere, and you know, the wires and the stuff is with us, so it actually takes us a lot longer to get in and out of the house, just kind of packing that stuff up and bringing it with us and loading it in the car, making sure it's not locked into his car seat. And
we usually bring a stroller if, you know, we're going far distance, like the hospital or something.
A long way to walk, we'll put him in the stroller. That way we can put all the stuff underneath, and we don't have to worry about carrying the backpack and all that.
Yeah, so, and then otherwise, I mean, it's been pretty quiet. The next week will be pretty quiet. That's the way we want it, of course. We are going to start to be going to the home nurse visits are going to be going every other week instead of weekly. And then we're going to talk to the physical therapist and see if she still wants to come weekly or every other week. My ultimate goal, what I would like, is to have all of this intervention done by the time of his first birthday. He is doing so great. We don't see any major, you know, indication that he's going to have anything, you know, super,
no major drawbacks.
Right.
There is life or anything.
Right. So he's doing pretty well with everything. So we're just trying to, it's really a good sign that the nurse only wants to come every other week now. So she really only just weighs him and answers any questions that we may have. So yeah, that's pretty much our update.
Yeah.
So nothing else too crazy. Next month we're going to have a lot of appointments, just follow up for cardiology, endocrinology, preemie clinic, and pediatrician, more vaccines. So it's gonna be a busy month for us.
Little steps this month, hopefully big steps next month, and working towards our ultimate goal, which is just 4 short months away, his birthday, of being done with the majority of all this stuff.
It's been a life-changing experience, but a good life-changing experience.
Yeah, we've met a lot of really great people, and we've gotten a lot of support and love from all of you and people that we don't know.
Right,
And,
just strangers that know other people that we know have like reached out to us and said, you know, they're thinking about Noah, or they'll make lady knitted him a hat, just things like that.
Outfits for us, and
people we've never even met. So thank you for that if you guys are watching. So I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's it. So
all right.
Thank you so much for watching and following, and we will see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, today's Noah's first taste of real baby food. And this is bananas. There we go. It's March 15th. I can't get it in there. You don't like it? Here, lick your lips. I'm probably gonna spit it everywhere. He's like, I want milk. You want milk? Okay. Oh, there we go. Mmm. Nummies. Nummies.